I mean, I'm a firm believer that anything is possible. I think I kind of have to be, right? So I think that what if we put our minds to something that we can achieve any one of our goals. It's all about trying to come together as a team and doing everything we possibly can to be the best. So right now, I'm trying to focus everybody, and I think everyone as a team is trying to focus on beating Rice and coming out tomorrow and having a great practice. But I think that we can achieve amazing things if we come together as a team and work together.
Coach Kelly said expectations haven't changed despite what's happened in the last week. Is that the mindset you guys have as players, that we can't allow anything to change in our mind?
Yeah, I don't know if I can comment exactly on the last week, but yeah, I can't really comment at all. I don't even know if I can say the last week. So, yeah, our expectations have been the same from then to now. I don't know. I can't really comment at all.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Joe, you're always known
Sorry,
as,
Angela.
like, former walk-on Joe Schmidt.
What? I'm known as former walk-on Joe
It
Schmidt.
seems like whenever your name is out there, does that bother you, or do you ever want to shed that label, or are you proud of it, or what?
You know what? I mean, people are going to say whatever they want to say. I really don't try to. I try not to focus on, what people are saying in the media, what the opposing team is saying, or what anyone really says. It kind of doesn't matter. What matters are results, how we play, and if we beat Rice. So, I mean, that's really kind of what I'm trying to focus on. I just want to be whatever I can be to make this defense the best it can, in the country. So that's really what I'm focused on. And if that's former walk-on Joe Schmidt, doesn't really matter to me. Whatever you got, whatever anybody wants to call me, they can.
Did you have when you look back on last season, did you have a wow moment of not necessarily arriving, but finally making an impact on the field and being a guy for Notre Dame?
I don't ever think that I can't say that I've ever arrived. I don't think I've arrived at all. Obviously there were some great moments for me this last season. I think some people will point to the USC game. My opinion, it was one of the best days of my life. My family was in town too, which was awesome. So spending time with them, all the people that were closest to me were there. So that kind of stuff was really cool and that was sweet. But that's last season. I'm kind of focused on Rice right now. So I don't feel that I've arrived at all.
Did getting that experience last year, though, just getting on the field, has you found that that's helped you?
Oh,
going into
definitely.
this season?
Yeah. I mean, playing in games changes your entire outlook on everything. Having that kind of experience, because I remember before the first time I went in on a kickoff against Navy my sophomore year, I was freaking out. Oh my gosh, I'm running down the field for Notre Dame. So it's a completely different mindset, and it kind of changes the way that you see the game, and the more time you spend out in the field, kind of just helps you settle down a little bit, slows the game down a lot as you get older. So that's something that I'm excited about, and it's nice.
Have you noticed that that's helped you too with a lot of the young guys on the defense? Niles and Colin Hill and Greer Martini and some of those linebackers, giving them that advice of it will slow down at some point.
Yeah, and it's hard to understand though when you're young. I remember because a couple of my mentors, one of them for the last couple of years was Dan Fox, and I kind of leaned heavily on him. He's a good buddy of mine, and he always a lot of the answers he would give me was just relax, it's going to come, you'll understand soon, stuff like that. And I can't tell you how frustrating it is, but he was so right. It's kind of something that you just kind of have to learn, and I did that through my experiences and just kind of that understanding. So it's something that I try to kind of show the younger guys in a little bit better way, hopefully. But Dan had a little bit of fun. He's got a funny sense of humor. But
Fat burger or In and Out?
In and Out, not even close, man. Not even close. But that's something that I try to instill on the younger guys for sure.
Joe, do you have a better appreciation for your role now, given the road you've had to take to get here?
Yeah, I'm thankful for everything. All the everything that I have right now. But I have to stress, I don't think that I'm in some awesome place. I don't want to ever think like that. There's a lot left to do. There's so much to do before the first game, and there's so much more that I want to accomplish. I want us to accomplish as a team. I really do see no limits. So I think that there's so much that we can do and that's left to be done. And I appreciate everything that I've done up to this point. But I'll look back on that when I'm old.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm focused on getting better. Like I don't want to think about anything else in the past or anything else in the future other than getting better now.
When you're at Notre Dame, what makes Michigan Week special?
There's a lot of things, man. There are so many things. It's an awesome rivalry. Great team from up north. I think the fans definitely get into that one a lot, and it's always a very heated game. And I didn't understand that being from Southern California, but it's a very special thing about Notre Dame, and I'm excited to be a part of that for one more year.
Is that something that, even though you maybe didn't grow up watching it, I mean, you get that it's a different game pretty quickly?
Yeah, you get that real quick. I mean, the first game action I had against Michigan, there was definitely some chippiness. So you don't really, it as like a fan because I loved Notre Dame growing up, but it's different when you're a player too. So
was that 2011 your first game under the lights?
At Michigan, I was there for that, which was nuts. But then the first game action against Michigan was at home the next year. So that was my first game action, and it was an interesting learning experience.
Everett was saying that this new defense has made his game better in his maturation.
Yeah.
Do you guys get that feeling that you're imposing stuff on the offense and how that's going to carry into the season?
I mean, I love messing with Ev. I love it. We talk before practice, and I'm like, hey, we got some good stuff for you today, man. And, it's kind of fun, just like a back and forth banter with me and him because, he's a really smart guy. I'll talk to him before and after practice. Hey, what'd you think of that look? What are you guys going to do to attack it? Because at the end of the day, he's really smart. We got awesome offensive coaches, and learning how they're going to kind of attack us is good because I'm sure that, other people are going to have similar ideas.
How is the speed of the new offense or the new defense kind of moving along for you?
The speed?
The speed of
learning
everything and how that's going to translate into.
I mean, we're obviously still young in the scheme. But I think that we've made some huge advancements in the last couple weeks, and I'm happy with where we are. But there is so much left to learn, and it's fun to go into meetings and knowing hey, we're gonna learn a lot today. We're gonna go out to practice, and I'm gonna learn a lot. I want to do as much practice as we can because I want to learn everything there is to know about X or Y or Z. There's so much left to kind of just absorb. So that's kind of an exciting thing. It makes practice so much fun.
Is it interesting, Coach, coming from the NFL experience, coming into this and kind of picking his brain on even the little things you may have thought you knew, but
yeah. It's definitely it's cool because he's such a wealth of knowledge, Coach Van Gorder. He's seen so many things over his career, so many situations. He's got great anecdotes about, hey, this is a problem here. This is what happened to me this year with this player, and then we watched a play. So it's great learning all these lessons from guys that have done it in the past and kind of having that greater understanding. So it makes it more fun and really fun and easier to learn when you see those kind of mistakes.